something that most people would not have made the connection to yet is the idea that almost everybody who gets the diagnosis of ADD or ADHD is a body first person. Now, they're not always, but what does the medication do?
Speed.
Well, the medication, for the most part, is amphetamines. That's what they gave for a long time. It speeds up the mind and body. The edginess is something a body first person doesn't like, but you're increasing the speed at which you can take in words. So how old is your daughter?
My daughter is now 32. I did a lot of things intuitively with Lauren.
Yeah.
She was very much in her body. I could see it from when she was a little girl. And she would do tumble salts all the time. And I got her in gymnastics when she was 3 years old.
I did gymnastics.
And she just loved it. It was a big part of her life. She went on to levels, and she played softball, and she was a cheerleader, one of the ones that used to fly up in the air. And she had such a struggle in school with learning, and she, the doctor wanted, actually the teacher said to me, you know, she needs to be on medication, she's not learning the correct way. And I had her on medication for a couple of days, and she said, Mommy, I don't like the way this makes me feel. And I just said, I can't do this to my child. I can't give her drugs. And I said to the teacher, you know what? She likes to physically be moving. So, like, you have to deal with that, because I'm not going to drug her to go through school. And she struggled with, you know, she was in resource room. She always struggled through school. But when she started nursing school, she was on the dean's list, the president's list. She was brilliant. Because she was a physical learner. And she said, Mommy, everything is, we're doing, you know, we're moving, we're working on these machines, we're taking blood. And she just found her niche in life. She loves it. She's a medical assistant now, and she loves it.
That's cool.
Were any of you three ever on medication? The two of you were? You weren't,
No.
Clancy?
Yeah, I was on speed. Amphetamines were given.
At what age did you get?
This was like in my adulthood.
In your adulthood?
Yeah.
And what was
By a
the-
body first friend.
What's that?
By a body first friend recommended that I get myself diagnosed as ADD at the time. This was years ago.
And about how old were you then?
In my early 30s.
Okay. And what was it like when you took the medication?
Exactly like you're describing. Super edgy. Thought I was going to have a heart attack.
Physically edgy.
Yeah.
What about the words, the concentration?
Well, I remember we were working on with price tagging a system, so it was really easy to organize and get people's tags done, and you know, it was a lot of
concentrate.
information, a lot of tiny little information on this stuff.
Right.
And I had some mind first people that I was managing, and everything was easier for a while.
The one part was easier.
Yeah.
But it was at the price of something that really felt like edgy, uncomfortable. So how about you, Jesse?
I was in my early 20s. And for me, a bad mood for me is so physical. I feel like I'm in like a swamp. And it takes me so long to break out of it. And I think everyone around me was worried. I mean, saw that as something like, there's something wrong with you. Or you dwell on things too much, or you're depressed, or so the medication was a way to speed me up. Literally to give me energy that was how it was said, to give me.
So think about the word energy, because this is the description that a mind-first person will do with that. No, the idea that it speeds up your mind and body is not energy. It's the speed that you experience life, right? It's speed. It's debilitating in some ways. But what Bobby described about being able to read the print on those labels, to follow words, to process words more quickly, but at what price? You know? So were you When you took the medication, how did it change your feeling of your body?
That's a good question. In the beginning, I just felt a lot of physical sensations, like heart racing.
So your body, how heart racing is the body speeding up,
Yeah.
right? Your whatever, your pulse, the medication speeds up everything, mind and body, and so your heart would race.
The sad part is, I feel like I was so brainwashed mind first wise that I thought I was getting better. I thought I was functioning better,
Yeah,
which is
that's how it
painful
was.
to
That's
think
how it
about.
was sold to me. You'll
Yeah.
you'll be able to function.
Wow.
I remember.
You'll be able to function, right? Right, function, as if you weren't functioning before, right?
That's the message.
Oof, that's sad.
That is sad.
Good thing I didn't know what functioning was.